Hello everybody. Today's video is all about content types creation. So speaking about content types is used to categorize your content, which is useful for the editor's point of view and also from the developer's point of view. So it is basically used to categorize your content in different categories, which makes easier for the editors to filter out a particular content by selecting the particular content type. Also, you can add a particular type of content in a particular category. So today we will be learning about all about content types, how to create them, how to manage them, or how to update them, and also we will be creating an example content, so as to increase an understanding on the same. So let's start. To create a content type, first of all, to explain, this is a restaurant site I am building. So today I will be building up a recipe content type, which will help the chefs or the editors on the site to create recipes directly in a recipe content type. So to start, you can head over to structure. In the structure, you will find content types. In the content type, you will find two default content types, article and basic page. These are the default content types that come up with the Drupal installation. So to create another content type called recipe, just click on add content type, give it a name, recipe. Now, machine name is the name that will be used by internal database or the Drupal backend system to identify the content type. Now, description, you can give it any description. This content type is used to add recipe for the restaurant. Okay. Next, there are some settings, some default settings that you can enable for this content type. The first is the submission form settings. So every content type has one field by default, which is the title field. So you can change the label for that title field. Uh, so I will just put it as recipe title. Next is preview before submitting. So preview before submitting is an option where the user or the editor can just preview the page before actually publishing his content. So here, whenever you create your content in the Drupal backend, you have an option to click on the preview button before the save button, so that you can just preview it and then save it. So I will keep it as optional as of now. Then this is used to add some help text for your content, for your title field. Okay. Now next there is a publishing options field. So publishing option, these are some default options available for the user to set for this content type category, so that whenever a user create a recipe content, these options are checked by default and he no longer has to worry about that this option to be selected. The first one is published. So this is basically published and unpublished version. The second option is promoted to front page. The promoted to front page option is useful whenever there is a view on the front page and you want this particular contents of this content type to be the part of that list on the front page. So you can mark this as checked and it will be appearing on your front page. Now sticky at the top of the list, whenever you are creating a view, there is a unformatted list or a table, the particular content will be sticking at the top of the list, will be coming at the first position of the list. So this is unchecked. I will just uncheck promoted to front page as well. Now last option is create new revisions. So create new revision is helpful because contents in Drupal can be version based, and whenever an editor makes any changes or update the content of the recipe, a new revision will be created so that the editor can revert to the older revision whenever required. So I will just check this up. because I want newer revisions to be created for my content on each revision. Now the third option is display settings. Now whenever a editor or a chef creates its content, this option enables them to display their information on the recipe. Like if my chef's name is Pradeep, so it will be written as authored by Pradeep on so and so date. So this information will also be displayed on the recipe when it is published on the front to the end user. So you can enable and disable it again. So I will just enable it for my recipe content type. And fourth option is menu settings. So this is the menus. So this is useful for providing the navigation for your content. So you don't have to again and again click on the menu settings for each content. This will be enabled by default and will be tagged to a particular navigation header, which you can select from here. As of now, I have just enabled it to be visible on the navigation for just an understandable point of view, and just clicking on main navigation. So you will just save and manage fields now. Yeah. So now that your content type is created, you can just go to content and just click on content. Yep. So here to add new content, you will just click on add content, and here you will get an option to add the recipe. So by default, you will get only the title field available for your content, and all some other options as well for the revision, log message, menu settings, URL alias, authoring information, or promotion options. But these are not enough to add a recipe. You need more fields like the instructions, the duration, uh, and all the other things for this content to be useful for the chefs. So to add new fields, you will go to manage fields in the content type and create new field. So let's say I will be adding a formatted text option for adding an instructions field, and here I will select text formatted long and continue. Okay, so the next option here is the field storage option, where it allows you to add unlimited instances of the instruction field. So it can be a multi-valued field or a single valued field. So I will keep it as single valued field. You can select according to your needs, and I will just save it up. Yep, so you can see your instruction field is available here. Now I will add one more field for duration. Maybe I will just keep it as a number. Just I will add duration, and I will keep it as number decimal. I will continue. Okay, so here they have provided some options for the decimal related to the decimal number point. And then there is an allowed number of values, again multi-valued or single value. Then you can provide a help text for this field for the user to understand what type of information he has to fill here. Then you can mark this field as required as well. So I'm marking it as required so that every time the user has to fill this field and then go forward, then there are minimum and maximum values available. So these options may change for different fields, and you can just set them accordingly according to your needs. And there is a set default value also, so you can set the default value duration as well. So as of now, this is okay for me, and I will just save it up. Let it load. Yeah. So now two of my fields are available, duration and instructions. Now I want to reuse an existing field. So I will click on reuse an existing field option. So reuse an existing field option is useful in the sense that it provides optimization or performance based methodologies where you can reuse existing fields of other content types. So let's say I want to use an image field. So my image field is already used in article and I want to use it in recipe as well. So I will just reuse it and make it available in my recipe content type also. So this is the most recommended method to reuse your fields as much as possible so that there is no separate tables created for newer fields, and this also optimizes your database at the backend as well. So here you can set up the again the settings for your image field. Here some of the default settings will be visible that were made available for the article content type, and you can just change it for your recipe content type. So again, there is a required field. There are some default settings you can set. Here are allow file extensions. I will keep it as it is. File directory. File directory is the storage where the Drupal stores all of the public images in its backend. So the path to that directory cites default files where it stores all of the images. You can give a name of that directory so that it is easily viewable, so you can just find it easily. So I will just give it a name as recipe hyphen so that I can easily search for that directory at the back end. Then you can give maximum image dimensions and minimum image dimensions as well to restrict the user to the particular image dimensions that you want him to upload over your content. Then again, a maximum upload size I can provide it as 5 MB here. Then the alt field you can enable or disable them, and I will just save it. Okay, so now you can see you have a couple of fields available here. So just going back to your create recipe content, all of your fields will be visible here now, and you will have some good fields to start with. So yeah, you can see image, instructions, and duration all are here. Now I want that this image field should not come at the first place. I need that instruction should be coming at top and duration should be above it. I want to reorder them. So what you will do is you will go to manage form display. Manage form display is provides an option to reorder your fields in content type, and also provides with other widgets or settings that you can enable for a particular field. So let's say I want to provide instructions on the top, so I will just drag and slide it to the top. Yeah, then I will need the duration to be coming up next to the image. Yep. Also, you can set the various settings here as well for each of the fields, which I think is fine for me as of now, but you can just play around with these fields for your understanding. I will just save it up. Yep. Now let's toggle back to the create recipe content, and you will see the fields are reordered now according to my needs. Yep. So you can see instructions are on the top now. So now, when as we are ready with one create recipe content type, we can just create some random content here. I will create it for sandwiches, and just I will Google some instructions for it. Recipe instructions. Okay, I will just take from any of them. It is actually a bigger content. I need some smaller content. Uh, okay, so I've got one here. I will just copy and paste from this one. Let me just copy this up, and I will just paste it in my instructions part. So you can see the formatting has also come up along with it. So the bold option is available, the bullet option is available, and you can just easily format each of them according to the tools available at the top. So this is a CK editor setting that is available here. Then I need some image for this one. So I will just click on images, sandwich. I will just download one of them. Okay. So it has downloaded. I will just upload it to the image field here. Okay. So your image field will be uploading here. Yep. So I will provide it a name sandwich. Now I will provide some duration for creation of this recipe. Then I can provide a revision log message. As I said, this is a version. This maintains version history. So new recipe is created for sandwich. Yep. Then there are plenty of other options, menu settings, URL. I can give it a URL. I can give it as recipe slash sandwich. Yes. Then you have some authoring information. Authoring information is again the same that will be displayed on front end for my recipe content. So as I told, there is a preview button as well available for the users to preview the content before they actually save it. And you can simply then save your content. I will save it up because I want it to be published directly. And yeah. So now the next screen will show you the content that is being created. So you can see you have the instructions, duration, image, and the title itself. Also, you can see the authoring information is coming up here. So now I want that this display is somewhat inaccurate for me. I want this duration to be in line with the text. So, and also the image, I want to update some options for this one. So what you do is you will go back to your content type and click on manage display option. In the manage display option, here you will find the label field. So for image it is hidden. You can select it as above as well. For me, I do not want the image to field label to be appearing over the image. So I will keep it as hidden. Apart from that, I will just select any image style as well for this and update it. Also, as I want the duration to be inline, so I will just click on inline. So my label will be inline with the field now, and I will just save it. So yeah, I will just move back and just reload the page. So yeah, you will find that the duration is inline now and the image styles are correctly applied here to the image. Also, the instructions are coming up here. Even if you want to reorder these fields, you can just reorder them on your manage display or screen. You can just slide them up and down, similar to the one you did on the manage form display. So this was all for the content type tutorial. So hope you have learned from this tutorial. So any doubts, any queries you have related to this video, you can just comment out in the comment box, or any other video you want specifically on Drupal, you can just comment out so that I can just have that in my future videos. So please like and subscribe to this video. Happy learning. Thank you.